One, Jujutsu Kaisen. And the reason that I think that people should be reading this is one, it's incredibly popular. If you've tried to go to the stores and find them, absolutely nowhere to be found. You're hunting down when they're in stock, when, ooh, is this place got it? Barnes Noble gets it early so I can get there a week and to cop the volumes. And really the reason that I think that it is popular, because there is a reason, is that for that genre, for that shonen genre, it does everything very well, like incredibly well. And it's not one of those shonens that, like My Hero, where you feel like, one, you might have felt like My Hero has fallen off, but two is that, it's, and it works for My Hero, but it's got kind of a young kid look to it. But with Jujutsu, with the characters and the action and the art, like everything is top notch. And on top of that, you get a story and character development that is not. It's on a. And this makes it sound bad, but it's on a higher level. It's not just for ages 7 to 16. Someone in their 30s could enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen. And I really just think that that's why it's become as popular as it has become. But it doesn't cross a crazy line. Like, it doesn't try to be shocking just to be shocking. Like, it does its dark tones, and it does its comedy, and it all works together, but not very in your face. Unlike number 2 that we're going to talk about, Chainsaw Man. And again, another incredibly popular manga. Incredibly hard to find. But I think, again, there's a reason. I think that it is very shocking, sometimes shocking for shocking's sake. Very gory and in your face about what it's trying to do. I mean, the main character has a chainsaw coming out of its head, his head. But it's the in-your-face version of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is not a bad thing, but it's mature for mature. They're not trying to get everyone. They're trying to get a very specific set of audiences. That audience just happens to be incredibly large, and that's why it's hard to find. But, I do have my own gripes about Chainsaw Man, which, some of the things, the guy wants to have sex with girl, and that's why he fights demons. That's a little weak in the character aspect of it, but I think you can't deny the action and the in-your-face fighting and cutting up and all. That's just a good, shut your brain off and have a good time. And there's a place for that, which goes into the third one, which is turn your brain all the way on, which is Blue Period. I think it's such a far left turn from the other two that I've talked about, up until this point. It is a slice of life, manga about a student falling in love with something that he had no idea that he was going to fall in love with, which is art, which is, it's definitely a personal thing with me. I enjoy the arts. But I think that it's trying to tell a story and try to do stuff with its characters that should be applauded. That it's trying to tell a mature story in an unmature setting, which would be like high school, college. And especially like with the parents being like, he doesn't want to tell his parents that he like, in spoilers for the first volume, but he wants to go to this art school, but he can't tell his parents because they can't afford to send him, they don't have a lot of money and they want him to get a good job, and now he wants to go do this career that is very um could go bad. And I just think what they're doing with their characters and the story they're trying to tell is a mature thing. It's nice to see in what people consider a younger demographic medium in manga. So I think that's very cool of what the story they're trying to tell. And the fourth one is Can't Stop Cursing You. Can't Stop Cursing You. I have not heard a ton of people talk about this. It was pitched to me like Death Note, and you definitely see the Death Note influences in this thing. It's a great detective story with dark and science fiction elements. I'm not gonna go too many into spoilers because I think that everyone should know as little as you want to before you go into this one, because it is definitely something that you want to finish that first volume, because the first volume's out. There's a second one coming, but it's a page turner. It's a mystery. It's a detective story. It's got this dark sci-fi element to it that really works, and it's such a cool idea. It's what is if Death Note was written in 2021, because it uses technology in a cool way to tell the story that it wants to tell. So Can't Stop Cursing You is definitely, I think people should be checking out. And then the last one is a manga, Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is like that. And I've already said that Chainsaw Man is the turn off your brain, have a good time. Solo Leveling is a comfort read. It's not trying to do anything insane, at least with the first volume, and it came from a light novel. I haven't read the light novel, but it's not trying to do anything insane. It's just trying to be a really good story and art and everything for that genre, which there's something to be said about a manga just being like, this is a genre we're doing, and we want to be the best at the genre that we are doing. And I just think that it should be applauded for that. Like there's obviously people should take risk, and that's how stuff grows, but Solo Leveling is just a comfort. You know what it's about going in, but you're gonna have a good time reading it. And and I think there's a place for that in this medium. But it was just I just want to put this quick little video together because it's been on my mind. I've been thinking about, like, if I was gonna get somebody into manga, what are some of the ongoing popular ones that I would choose. And so that's the list. But so thanks for sticking with me through this video. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you. And I'll see you next time.